Hey and welcome to Neverwinter Patch. So today on PC we'll be getting an upcoming patch which should go and fix the Omen of Despair, the Black Unicorn and the Dragon Hunter from being account wide. We can see that in the promo tab we can now obtain these mounts, whereas I couldn't before. Along with that we should be able to claim the companion. However, it still seems to be the case that we cannot claim the companion as account wide. Let's quickly go and equip another one. We already have a Dragon Hunter here, so let's just delete this preview server, don't worry about it, and we'll go and equip this new one here. Once we do so, we can now summon it and it should be claimable again in the promo tab, right? And it still is not. So there would still be a bug with the companion for it not being account wide, even though you can hover over the tooltip, and to me it looks like it does indeed say account next to the name. But at least you'll be able to claim those mounts on all of your characters. It was a bug before, and hopefully the companion will get fixed in the future. And we can quickly read over the patch notes for the update, and we can see that yes, in the known issues section, the Dragon Hunter companion cannot currently be obtained from the rewards reclaim agent, even though it's supposed to be account-wide unlock. Along with that, the Black Unicorn cannot be claimed if you already claimed a Dragonbone Golem before that. I don't know why they're linked, but it seems that is the case. And it seems to have the same effect with the Omen of Despair as well. So if you already have an empowered Dragonbone Golem, then you possibly will still run into the issue of not being able to claim your Black Unicorn and your Omen of Despair on your other characters. Pretty inconvenient, but let's move on. Now, most importantly, we are actually getting a good few fixes finally for the Bard. Many of the things are bugged. For example, Lore Master was drastically underperforming. So was the Flourish, not actually affecting the extra damage you should be obtaining whenever using it. It should be 50% more damage. And overall, the Minstrel was just so underperforming because its magnitude on its certain heal powers, Rejuvenating Carol, was actually only 100 magnitude instead of 200. And overall, you also wouldn't gain action points while playing your certain songs. So now you could idly play songs within combat and actually get rewarded for doing so. And also the time that you spend to cast these particular songs, you'll also get rewarded by some action point regeneration, much like holding a shield up while you're in combat on a paladin or a fighter or even a barbarian tank. And if you're interested in more of the juicy details, you can hit the link in the video description below to lead you to this forum post. Here you'll be able to see all the upcoming fixes to the Bard. Now this will initially only be implemented on the preview server so that essentially they can double check these things, make sure that they're actually working, and we can give feedback on those adjustments, whether they're too powerful or underpowered, and essentially balance it. And hopefully they can get these things fixed so that the class will essentially perform just as well as other classes out there in terms of dealing damage and healing on the Minstrel. And that there is the big list to all of the changes. A big buff for the Minstrel right here, having its Rejuvenating Carol actually heal for 200 magnitude, along with having the Sheltering Etude be able to, whenever you recast it, you'll trigger the heal of the previous Sheltering Etude, which will allow you to basically gain a pretty good burst in healing since it is 600 magnitude. And you'll be able to cast that multiple times. 200 performance cost, so you only have 1,000 tops. Just keep in mind these changes haven't been implemented just yet on the preview server. I'll probably go over them a little bit more in depth when they do so, test these things out for myself. I have worked on a single target build, which does work pretty well in its current state, but that's not without using a few features here and there that perhaps the devs overlooked. These things might get fixed. So right now I don't want to publish any build that could drastically become changed after any upcoming fixes and changes to the Bard in the following weeks. So again, just a quick patch, nothing special, but we should be getting the April Fool's event then releasing after 2:30 p.m. UTC. So as soon as we log in, it will most likely be active. You'll be able to jump into chicken PvP, you'll be able to grind out the event food. You'll also be able to enter the new new dungeon, the Sewer Most Foul, limited dungeon to this event, and you'll be able to try and earn yourself that artifact as well, which I'll also test, and we can see how well it performs and whether it's actually worth grinding for just a bit later. So with that said, if I presented this well, consider leaving the video a like, and if you're new around here, consider subscribing. We'll see you guys around. Goodbye for now.